Happy Monday, everyone. Hello,
Hello.
welcome.
Happy
Sorry,
Monday.
apologies for being a few seconds late. Just setting something up behind the scenes here for us to talk about. But thank you for joining us on another Monday at noon.
Yes.
You've got both me and Carly here.
Yes. This is a rare but amazing occasion.
I don't think this will happen next week. I'm not sure who's going to be here next week because are we both? No.
Oh, I'm here. Yes.
Oh,
I'm
we are here next week. It's the week
yes.
after. It's the week
It's
after
after
we
that.
yeah.
Yes.
Then it'll be questioned for
Yes.
Blake to figure out.
I wish I could do the podcast from the cruise, but oh Lord, that would give me anxiety thinking about that Wi-Fi trying to work.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You'll be on
The
Disney, I
Destiny.
think, the same time I'll be on the new Princess.
Is it? Oh yeah, the new Princess. Yes, because
Yep.
isn't there also the Excel is launching in
Oh,
November?
I don't know about
There's a
that
few
one.
launches. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like there's a ship that launches every week
I
now,
know. I was thinking
at
about that. I'm
least
like,
every month.
I wonder if
Um,
there's gonna be the tides are gonna turn because there's so many ships.
yeah. Well, I mean, the compared to we'll talk a little bit about the amusement park
Yes.
attendance numbers, but the cruise industry seems to be one section that's weathering whatever downturn seems to be going on.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we've got a few people who are in the chat that we are going to say hi to before we jump into the recording. First up, as almost always, is Mr. Michael Bingham.
Hello.
Welcome to this Monday, our last before Halloween.
Yes.
Also, welcome to Orange Blossom and Tales in Derek Poe's Corner. And Brian Singer is here questioning when annual
Ooh,
passes are going to be bundled into Epic.
we will be
We
talking.
will be talking about it for sure. For sure.
Not me reading that press release 10 times to make sure that I didn't miss a line
Yeah.
about the APs, what everyone else did.
Nope. Nope. They're just playing it close to the vest still, but we'll chat about that. So, all right. Well, we've got a good number of people who are already tuned in. So, oh, jumping right in just before the wire, Carmine Dino. Hello, no problems for being late. Welcome to the party, and we are going to kick this thing off in. Hold on, let me flip over to something else. We're going to kick this thing off in 3, 2.
Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding.
Welcome to the Attractions Podcast. You are all clear for dispatch. Have fun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Attractions Podcast, sponsored by MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. I am Seth.
And I'm Carly.
And we're here to talk to you about the latest and greatest in theme park news and more, as well as what's going on in our own lives. Carly, how have you been this week?
I have been great. I actually just got back from Palm Springs and Disneyland for a little quickie trip to see the new Cotino, which is Disney's first story living community.
Well, I have been so excited to hear how it was. I saw some of your pictures on social media, and it looked amazing. We don't have an article yet about it, but can you give us a little taste of what you got to experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't wait to go because I was so curious. And this isn't a Golden Oak situation. What I love that they're doing is the residential parts of these communities are not necessarily for like hardcore Disney fans like us. It's really just for anyone that wants to have a home in a community that's safe, well maintained. You know, you have that like Disney excellence in service, but there's not like a Fountain of the Little Mermaid on your
Right.
street, if that makes sense.
It's a
So
very subtle Disney
very
influence.
subtle. It's just like beautiful homes, you know,
Yeah.
gorgeous homes, mid-century modern. But I will say that for if you do love the Disney, there is the Artisan Club, which I got to experience all its offerings. And that's basically their members. Think of it like a country club within the community.
Right. Mm-hmm.
it's along that Cotino Bay, which is the
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Lagoon, like we
That
have in
that is stunning
Orlando.
because let's make clear, Palm Springs is a desert. We do not have
Yes.
giant natural lakes in Palm Springs. So seeing your pictures up against that with that just acres
Oh,
of water, that's kind of mind
it
blowing.
was beautiful. And just like the way the sun is there, the color of the bay like continually changes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome restaurant, bar, you have that beach. But the coolest thing was seeing the Parr House, which is
The
magical.
Incredibles house, the mid-century
Oh,
modern. So what are
God.
some of the Easter eggs that you got to check out there?
So it is just like you and I love mid-century modern. So just
Yeah.
whether you care about the Incredibles or not, which I don't say I particularly do,
Sure.
being in this house that is they just nailed it. It is the coolest house. I want to live in it. The kitchen was so cool. My favorite part was there's this really stunning rock work in the living room that actually like extends to the outside and you could see it through
Ooh.
all the glass panels. And the Imagineers were like really excited to talk about it. So it was the same theme park Imagineering team that works on like the rock work in Cars Land and whatnot that did this rock work inside. And it was just so detailed and amazing to see up close, because we're going so fast through rides that you don't always appreciate those things.
Right.
So many Easter eggs from the films. It was just beautiful, amazing. I couldn't believe it. And you're also members can stay there. So you could like rent it
I was
out.
going to ask, how do you get inside?
Yes. So it's basically going to be an event space. They're probably going to have like cocktail
makes
hours,
sense.
whatnot, but then you can also rent it out for you, if you want to throw a wedding or a party, or if you have like out of town guests coming. But it was the coolest. And seeing it then at night, I loved it so much. So now I'm going to get rich and then be a member.
and most importantly, visiting Palm Springs, did you get to see any shag?
Unfortunately, I was there for literally like 24 hours and I was there and Palm Springs closes at like 9 p.m.
They do roll up the sidewalks early.
So basically I wasn't even done with anything until everything was closed. So it was fine. I know I love shag so much.
Next time.
Yeah, exactly. And then on my way home, there was crazy cancellations on Friday and then I wound up getting rerouted to LA. So I stayed the night at the Disneyland Hotel.
Oh, well, that's a nice surprise.
Yes, it was totally, I wasn't even supposed to go through LA, kept getting canceled. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just giving up for today. And I got to spend the night at the Disneyland Hotel and I had my favorite meal from Trader Sam's and it was so beautiful and relaxing.
There are worse places to be stuck.
Absolutely. And Palm Springs Airport's like 4 gates. So when you can get out of there, you want to get out of there to try to get to a bigger airport like LA. But it was amazing. They are for the future. So this for now is definitely focused on like the residents and members, but they're building a new area that's going to open up next year, which is kind of like a little downtown Disney and that's going to have public beach access. So anyone's going to be able to go it's going to be a resort day pass. And then they're building a hotel and condos. So it's going to be like, I don't know, like another little Disney destination for us that maybe aren't going to have the residential homes there, but a destination to go to for Disney fans. So very, very cool.
Somewhere where normal folks like me can afford to visit for a day.
Yes, absolutely. And, it did a great job weaving, legacy of Disney and Palm Springs authenticity. So very, very cool.
Amazing. I hope I get to visit it sometime.
Yes.
I did not have nearly as exotic a week as you did. I did visit Universal and took some pictures of the demise of Ride Rockit, which we'll be talking about.
Did you see the Jonas Brothers? They went to Epic Universe yesterday before their tour gig.
You know what? We didn't manage to hook up. We texted back and forth, but it just didn't happen to run into them. But I hope they had a good time at Epic. I did stop by Disney's Hollywood Studios for my first time in a while and finally got to see the 2 new shows that opened over the summer. Because every time I've been by, there's been at least a 2 or 3 show wait. Really, really like that Villains show. It reminds me of a Disney Cruise Line show in a good way. Really good singing. Great performances, great use of video. I thought that was a great way to kill 20 minutes. Did not love the Little Mermaid show quite as much, just because I have very fond memories of the original one. And I think there's some signature moments in the original one that they've lost, and I don't know if what that's replaced them is, at least for me, isn't better
Yeah,
yet.
I feel like for those of us who were big fans of MGM Studios in the 90s, that show was such like a
Yeah,
hallmark of our youth. Like you remember it vividly. You could
yeah.
see her up there. So feel like it's going to be really hard to get us to convert.
It's going to take a few more. There is some great video work, but I feel like sometimes the video overwhelms or kind of supplants the puppetry, which is what I really love about
Right.
the show.
So what are your thoughts now that the iconic arch has been taken down?
Yes, that was the other thing I wanted to
Yeah.
get some pictures. It's definitely going to be more open. I think visually it will maybe help draw people back there, because the arch kind of blocked your view of whatever was happening back there, and people would kind of dismiss it. So I think that having a new weenie with the new Magic of Animation show and the
Yeah.
sorcerer hat on top of the entrance of it will help draw people down there. But for now, it's super weird to just have that huge wall right in front of where the Little Mermaid show is.
Right. That's such a good point. And it's like, I feel like that even though I love the look of that arch, it's kind of against everything that Disney theme parks have been about, which is like visually stunning structures that draw you
Yeah.
through, and it kind of.
And even so, the arch that we've had for a few years is not the arch that I grew up with.
Right.
It's been redecorated, so I didn't have as much an emotional tie to it.
Yeah. I'm ready for that new whole courtyard.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
The other thing I did spend some time though this week doing is poring over the new TEA Theme
Yes.
Park Index. This used to be done in cooperation with ACOM, and this is the first year that they've instead switched to, I believe, the RIDE database to collect this information. And this is always like a black art. Every year people dissect whether we can believe these numbers or not, because the numbers are not reported by the theme parks themselves. Disney and Universal do not tell them how many people visited. So they use a whole lot of sophisticated math to try to estimate it. It's the actual raw number for me is less important than the relative number and the increase or decrease year to year.
Right.
This year, once again, Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World came on top, not just in Orlando, not just in the United States, but in the entire world. Over 17.7 million people, over 17.8 million people, sorry, visited in 2024. So that's a lot of people. But and right behind it is Disneyland in California. So the two Magic Kingdoms on either coast are like a huge percentage of the worldwide
Makes
top
sense.
10.
Yes.
Yeah. But you might not realize that right behind that is not one of the Tokyo Disneyland parks, but Universal Studios Japan. Universal Studios Japan blows all of the United States Universal parks out of the water in terms of attendance. And to be honest, Universal's US parks had a pretty poor year if you go by these numbers. Studios Florida dropped down, Islands Adventure, even Hollywood, all had down years in 2024, according to this.
I mean, Universal Studios Japan is so hot right now. I mean, Super Nintendo World wasn't yesterday, but it's still new to many people,
Yes. Yeah, it's Universal Studios Japan, and having visited there last during 2024, I can assure you I felt every one of those 16 million people in the park with me. It is intense. I do think that we will see Universal's parks bounce back with the opening of Epic in 2025, but a lot of those numbers aren't going to show up until 2026, really. So we will see. But outside of Disney and Universal, the highest ranked park turned out to be Chimelong Ocean Kingdom, which is in China.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, we hear so much about that park. It's always highly rated, excellent attendance and reviews. I would love to visit there once.
Someday. All right. Okay. Well, that is about enough banter. So without any further ado, let us jump ahead into the news in the queue. Okay, first up, as I mentioned, the demolition of Hollywood Ride Rockit was recently completed at Universal Studios, and we have some photos of the former attraction. It's gone. Every
Rip
last
to
piece
rip.
of red track, the giant tower, all of the footers, all of the supports, the load station, you name it. It's gone. There is a clean slate. This is a good shot that I got the
Wow.
other day. This
Great one.
is from outside the park, right
Mhm.
next to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, so like the
And
Berlin Wall thing would be on the left, right?
yes, the Berlin Wall is right behind this
Yep.
wall on the left-hand side. The blue building is the former Blue Man Group. And on the right-hand
Wow.
side is the back of the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride. And you can see the orange wall that used to face the queue. You've got a clear shot. You can see straight to the side of Jimmy Fallon and past that to the Mummy attraction, because there's nothing stopping you in between.
Wow.
Right in the dead center of this picture is where you used to have that giant lift hill. And it is gone. But what
You
you
know
can
what?
see
It
in the
looks so compact when you'd walk past it, but now
yeah,
seeing it not there, the space is much larger.
absolutely. And what you can also see is how they have wasted no time, not just tearing it down, but you can see new preparations for footers. These are the supports that are going to hold up the new roller coaster. Also looks like utility work, like might be pipes or wires, things that are going to be buried underground, conduits, that sort of thing. But they've already got, the forms. I believe these are the kind of shells that they will put together and then fill up with concrete to form the footers. All ground cleared, dug out. You can see some rebar sticking up. Stuff's ready to go. They're
Wow.
wasting no time at all.
So it's a new
Uh,
churro stand.
For the new churro stand, yes. The Intamin, the famous roller coaster manufacturer, is switching to churro stands. Yeah, we do know that at the beginning of the month, there was a registration of a shipment of a lot of heavy things like track from Intamin to Universal. So it's coming.
Coming.
Not
I'm sure we're not
expected.
gonna get an announcement anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they'll announce it 2 weeks before it opens.
Right. I mean, it's the same thing with Velocicoaster.
Yeah. I'm not counting on this being grand opened until 2027.
Yeah.
I think, but if it's anything like the Fast and Furious ride out in Hollywood, that's not opening until next year, but they are already doing launch testing. They are well on their way to getting that thing ready. So hopefully this will be on a
Absolutely.
similar schedule.
Yeah, that thing went up, I mean, so quickly
Mhm.
in the grand scheme of things. I'm excited for this and ready.
Yep. And we will keep you posted as this new unnamed mystery attraction progresses. Okay. Next up, I've got to open that. There we go. Next up,
Yes.
I did not have this one on my bingo card. Travis Kelce for his football career and for his famous fiance. Well, now you are also going to know him as a part owner of the Six Flags theme parks. Yes, Travis Kelce, along with Jana Partners and other business executives, have invested in Six Flags and now own approximately 9% of the theme park chain.
Yes, definitely not on my bingo card.
Not at all.
I think I opened Instagram and I think he announced it before they sent out any like press release, and I was like, wait, what?
So this was completed as of October 21st, 2025. As of that date, the following now collectively own 9% of Six Flags Entertainment, an investment company called Jana Partners, Travis Kelce, who's the NFL player, Super Bowl champion, and of course, Taylor Swift's soon-to-be husband. Glenn Murphy, who's a consumer executive and CEO of FIS Holdings, and David Habiger, a technology and media executive who is vice chairman of JD Power. So this super group has joined together and purchased just under 10% of Six Flags. And in a statement, Travis Kelce said he is a lifelong Six Flags fan, grew up going to the parks with his family and friends, and says the chance to help make Six Flags special for the next generation is one he couldn't pass up.
I love that. I mean, they're photographed constantly, either in a Disney park or Six Flags.
Yes.
So this family, his mom, I believe, is like an annual pass holder at Disney World. This family loves their theme parks.
Absolutely. I know they've gone on numerous podcasts and interviews talking about their love of theme parks in general, and Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio in particular. And I imagine that it's a lot cheaper to buy 9% of Six Flags than it would be to buy 9% of Disney.
Yes.
So this is a more affordable, even if you're a multi-millionaire, this is definitely a more affordable investment. Scott Osfield, who's Jana's managing partner, also gave a statement saying they are looking forward to working with the Six Flags board and management to, quote, unlock shareholder value for the benefit of all stakeholders. Now, whenever I hear unlock shareholder value, to me that usually says, cutting staff, cutting investment so that share price can go up or dividends can go up. But hopefully having someone like Travis Kelce at the table, who's known being a fan, will help, put the fan experience back at the forefront.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's going to attract people. It's, the same with viewership going up when he's playing football. It's a whole new audience. Maybe people that didn't go to Six Flags or stopped going for whatever reason.
Now here's the question: what is the best way that they can leverage him? I mean,
I want him in marketing material, commercials.
Do we build a Travis Kelce roller coaster?
Yes.
Do we do we have a 4D experience?
I feel like he would probably be down for it. I saw the funniest meme, and they're like, "Are we not sure that Travis got a genie lamp and was granted 3 wishes as a kid because he's played and won the Super Bowl, married the biggest pop star in the world, and now
has a theme.
Like, how could it go any better for this man? But they do. Obviously, I don't know him. We don't know him, but they do seem like really genuine, fun people. So
right.
I hope whatever that infectious personality that he has can be used to the benefit of Six Flags and usher them into a new era.
Yeah, I gotta say that since the merger between Six Flags and Cedar Fair, there's been a whole lot of questions about long-term prospects. Very exciting that we can get annual passes that cover all the theme parks. But then you see parks being shut down or, things being scaled back in certain places. And
on that note, I did want to mention my sister has the pass and she flew to Kings Island this weekend to do their haunt event.
Yes.
It took them 45 minutes to get in because they didn't know how to honor the pass. So it's like all these little things that I just want to be better. I would like to start going again to this, Six Flags parks regularly, but there's just so many like little issues right now with the merger and, with the haunt events and charging. So I hope that in this weird period, they get themselves sorted out.
Yeah. I hope Travis can help elevate Six Flags brand as opposed to them pulling him down. So
yes,
best of luck, and we will keep you updated if they do build that Travis and Taylor roller coaster.
Oh my God, that would be like they could do Ride Rockit, a music
No,
Race-
yes, or it could be like the superstar limo was supposed to be, where you're being chased
Yes.
by the paparazzi, except
Yes.
you're Travis and Taylor trying to get away from the paparazzi. I think
Oh,
that could work
I
for
love
sure.
it. I'm sure that's in the works, or at least with him, based on him. I know she protects her brand, but
Yeah, yeah, maybe she won't be
it's
involved.
definitely interesting, and it's making my ears perk up.
Okay, next up for something completely different. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City will feature some new theme park related balloons, including um, Shrek's Kids and Super Mario.
Yes, I love the Shrek one. You guys have to look at this article because it's a little onion, and it's
Yes.
so funny.
Yeah. So, of course, the Thanksgiving Day Parade takes place on Thursday, November 27th. Kicks off at 8:30 a.m. You'll be able to watch it on NBC or Peacock. And they have given us a partial glimpse of the Shrek 5 balloon, which, like you said, looks like the
Yes.
onion. It's the onion carriage that they leave for their honeymoon in. You might remember it from the Shrek 4D attraction that used to be at Universal. And we get to see a couple sides of it. It looks like Donkey is coming out of the front, I think this might be the back actually. Shrek coming out of the other side, Fiona on one side, but we're going to see their three children. It's Felicia, Fergus, and Farkle. And we're
Say
going
that
to
3
see
times.
we'll see them as they are going to appear in the upcoming film Shrek 5. So teaser for the film that is coming out in the spring.
Wow, more Shrek. I mean, I feel like people can't get enough, and now with
Yep.
the land opening up in Texas,
Yep.
staying power.
So in addition, the other new balloons for this year's Macy's Parade include a Super Mario balloon from Nintendo of America, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Super Mario and the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy movie. There's also a Buzz Lightyear from Pixar Animation Studios, celebrating the 30th anniversary of Toy Story and the upcoming Toy Story 5. And there's going to be a new flying fish balloons, rainbow trout and gray bow trout. And that comes direct from Macy's. And I'm wondering if maybe these guys could someday migrate down to the Orlando park
I
if they're
love
not too
them.
big.
Yeah.
I love it. They, as you know, they've got the annual holiday parade featuring Macy's in Orlando, and some of the smaller balloons in there do originate in the New York parade.
My favorite theme park parade. So
Yep.
good.
Yep. One last float that you're going to see on Thanksgiving Day that's not new but has been updated. Disney Cruise Line is back, and this time they're going to be promoting the new Disney Destiny ship with heroes and villains facing off in a performance during the parade. So check that out.
So soon.
Yes, so soon. All right. And last up in the news queue, we've got a quick update to our Disney Jollywood Nights 2025 character guide. The after hours hard ticket party is starting soon. November 8th is the first one, and they run through the 22nd. We've talked about the characters before, but
Right.
we've gotten a few updates. So we're going to hop through them real quick. These are the locations where you will be able to find some brand new and exclusive characters during the event.
Yes, and you're definitely going to want to study this because there's honestly so much to do with this
Yep.
event that you can't do it all. So I'm glad that we have the locations now so you can kind of make your game plan.
Yeah, I definitely recommend you go to our story on attractionsmagazine.com and make a little checklist for yourself, because honestly it is impossible to get in all of these, especially the new exclusive ones. You're not going to be able to see all of them in one night, so make your game plan and prioritize in advance.
And then we didn't have this in this article, but the foodie guide came out, and there's I think like 85
my goodness
items, including like 35 new things. So
wow.
it's one of those events where truly you just got to like pick your
You pick
battles of
battles.
what's important. Yeah.
Amen. So starting off by Rock and Roller Coaster, you're going to be able to meet Jose Panchito and for the first time Miguel from Coco. Echo Lake, the new characters are Baloo, King Louie, and Phineas and Ferb. I'm sorry, those are the exclusive characters for the party. Commissary Lane, Mickey and Minnie are there along with Donald Duck and Daisy, and they're in their new holiday costumes. A brand new character on Grand Avenue is Bing Bong from Inside Out.
Yeah, it's gonna be popular.
And this is the one that I saw and made me think maybe I need to buy a ticket for this, because in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you will be able to finally meet Chewbacca wearing his red Life Day robes from the infamous Star Wars Holiday Special. Thank God
This is what
George
people
Lucas
want
was
to
not
see.
able to burn every single copy
Yeah.
of this like he famously wanted to, because then we would not have the opportunity to meet Chewbacca in his Life Day robes.
I am so excited about this. I just feel like they do small things for Life Day, but they've never done enough, or at least what I think they should be able to do. So this is exciting. This is definitely going to be like going to eat up half your event if you want to meet him. But
the very first year that they had a Life Day acknowledgement in Galaxy's Edge, I picked up a doll of Chewbacca wearing the Life Day robes, and I want so badly to go to this party just to bring it. And
you should. Oh my God, that's very
Mini
like
Chewbacca.
Disney of you. I love it.
You'll also be able to meet Mandalorian and Grogu wandering around. I saw them in the park when I was there the other day, and they had quite a crowd gathering around them. Another brand new character you can meet at Toy Story Land is Rex, dressed up in his party outfit from Toy Story Toon's Partysaurus Rex.
Also, he's very popular because he is very rare.
Oh, extremely rare. It's adorable costume with like Viking helmet.
I love his little hand. That's my favorite part.
And he's got a peace symbol on a necklace. It's so cute.
He's a cool dude.
And Lotso from Toy Story 3, he's also there. We know though that Duffy the Disney Bear, dressed up as Santa, is going to be meeting over at Walt Disney Presents.
That's where you could find
That's
me.
where you'll find Carly.
I am going back to Jollywood Nights this year. I haven't gone since the first year. So I am excited to see the changes. I will not be doing all of these characters because I don't want to spend my whole night doing that, but I will be doing Duffy. Yes.
If you don't want to spend a lot of time, like you said, just waiting to meet a character, stop by the Pixar Disco. It's a dance party over at Pixar Plaza. And they've got Mike Wazowski, Frozone, Edna Mode, and Joy from Inside Out just dancing with folks, so you can meet them without having to stand in a line.
And then there's certain shows.
Yeah, there's also, you're going to see characters, including the Muppets and Disney princesses in the Disney holidays in Hollywood at the Theater at the Stars. There's also the Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along show in the Hyperion Theater with Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington. So definitely more characters than you will be able to cram into a single evening. But if your priority is one of these new or exclusive characters, especially I'd say Chewbacca, they say he's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a queue situation with him, but I imagine that's one you're going to want to get to quick, and same for Duffy.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Definitely get there early. I believe the mix-in is like 4:30 but that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that just about brings us to the end of the news. But before we get into our main event, I have something. I received actual mail recently.
I love mail. It's a Christmas.
And it's very rare. An actual handwritten letter from a fan of ours named Ezekiel. Lives in Pancho Palos Verdes, California. Sent a lovely handwritten note saying that our podcast is a 10 out of 10.
Yay.
They love listening to us, and to show how much they love everyone here at the podcast, they made friendship bracelets.
Oh my God, that says my name.
One for each of us. So the next time that I see you,
Yes.
Carly, you have a friendship bracelet coming. Matt and Blake, if you're listening, we've also got ones for you too.
Thank you. I love that. I love friendship bracelets. I will definitely be wearing that.
So this is really sweet. It is not often that you get handwritten mail. So thank you, Ezekiel. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. And thank you to all of our listeners and watchers.
Yes, thank you.
Really appreciate it. All right. So before we get into our main attraction, it is time for us to hear a quick word from our sponsor.
The Attractions Podcast is brought to you by MEI and MEI-Travel. Whether your next vacation is a magical trip to the theme parks, an exciting adventure to the pyramids of Egypt, or just a relaxing cruise on the turquoise waters of the Bahamas, MEI-Travel provides premium service and expert advice to help you get the most of your vacation. They are always free of any hidden fees or costs to you. Visit them at mei-travel.com.
And while we're at it,
our Epic Universe magazine is the ultimate grand opening souvenir for Orlando's newest theme park. It's got 64 pages of photos, vacation planning advice, and behind-the-scenes secrets from all 5 portals: Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Celestial Park. It's not every day a new theme park opens in Orlando, so mark the moment and celebrate history with the Attractions Magazine Epic Universe Grand Opening issue. Now available at attractionsmagazine.com.
It's time for the main attraction.
And for this week's main attraction, we are headed to Universal Orlando, where ticket prices have been revealed for 2026 on the heels of Walt Disney World recently announcing their price increases. We have a whole new ticket structure for next year at Universal Orlando, and the headline is that park hopping back and forth at Epic Universe is in, but annual passes are not here yet.
Oh, I was so excited when we got this email. I was so confident.
I know.
Somewhere buried in there was going to say it's coming, and it wasn't.
I'm still confident personally that sometime in 2026 we will have an annual pass option. I had hoped that it would start in January. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Maybe they want to get through the first spring break season. I think that certainly by the time the park turns 1 year old in May of next year, we'll be able to add on an annual pass somehow. But for now, annual pass holders are going to keep having to buy those discounted 1-day tickets. That's your best bet as an annual pass holder. But for everyone else who is not an annual pass holder, there is a whole new structure, whole new options starting at the beginning of 2026 that are available now. And I spent better part of a day trying to break down which old tickets were no longer available and which new tickets were. So the too long didn't read is if you're going for just 1 day to Universal, you can go to Islands Adventure and Universal, park hop back and forth to those two, or you can go to Epic. There still isn't a 1-day park hopper among the 3 parks. If you're going 2 days, you can get a 1-day park hopper between IOA and USF and a 1-day Epic, but there still isn't a 2-day park hop all you want. But as soon as you get to 3 days, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, if you have a park hopper, you could go to Epic all day for all 5 days if you wanted. You can go to all 3 parks on every day. Hop around all you like as long as you have a 3-day, a 4-day, or a 5-day park hopper. So
I'm not mad about these options.
So, yeah, that's great, especially if you want to hit Epic in the morning and then go over to the other parks when it's less crowded. Epic can get some long wait times in the afternoon. So
Mhm.
maybe hop over to the studios and then come back and close out the night if Epic is open later than the studios. That's now going to be possible. One thing that was quietly removed from the ticket inventory, though, is base tickets, as in 1 park per day tickets that include the water park. Everything now where they say 3 parks, the 3 parks they're talking now are IOA, USF, and Epic. For years, they tried to insist that their 3 parks were, the 2 dry parks and the Volcano Bay Water Park, and they just didn't make fetch happen. No, no one was like, that's the 3rd park. No. So now when they say 3 parks, they mean the 3 theme parks. If you want to bump up to adding the water park now, that's only with the park hoppers. You can buy a single 1-day ticket to Volcano Bay still, or you can add Volcano Bay onto a park hopper. But it used to be that you could buy a 1 park per day ticket, and Volcano Bay could be one of those uses.
Yeah.
They've given up on that. So
again, this makes more sense, like from a logistical standing point. I think people are used to purchasing water park tickets separately, so it's probably much easier and cleaner to the consumer and travel agents trying to book this.
And in terms of the incremental price increase, if someone's already bought a park hopper, then the increase in price of adding on the water park to that park hopper doesn't seem like a big jump. So you can kind of push a consumer to just add on that little bit more. It also makes sense, though, because Volcano Bay is going to be closed entirely from October through the spring of 2027. So it doesn't make sense to be selling tickets where 1 full day is supposed to be spent at Volcano Bay if that park's not going to be open.
That makes a lot of sense.
So we have a full breakdown of all of the single day ticket prices to Epic Universe. And the interesting thing is that the price range for Epic Universe did go up slightly. It's $139 to $199, depending on what day of the year you're going. But that still comes in under the new Magic Kingdom top price. Magic Kingdom finally broke that $200 barrier. And it's like Universal is like, we're just as good, but we're just going to keep it just a hair, so keep it under that psychological $200 barrier. Of course, when you add in the taxes, you're well over $200. But as long as they can still have that $199 price tag, they haven't gone over $200 like Disney did. If you're a pass holder, you're going to save about $20 off of that price. So we have a calendar both for regular 1-day prices and annual pass 1-day prices. We've got 2 articles up, actually. One is analyzing the single day calendar, and the other is analyzing the park hopping information. So if you're planning on visiting in 2026, before you buy your tickets, make sure you read through all that information.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest, but it kind of makes a lot of sense. I like the structure. I'm just waiting for my annual pass add-on.
Yeah, when I made a whole spreadsheet to compare the old and the new, and if nothing else, it's a lot simpler when you had when you used to have park-to-park options and multi-day options. It was a lot of different options between water park, not water park. By eliminating, I guess, a lot of those lesser used tickets, they kind of simplified the whole thing. But if you'd already planned on which ticket you were going to buy beforehand, now your options have changed. So make sure you read carefully.
Yes.
All right. And if you want to more help planning that epic day of yours, be sure to pick up that Epic Universe souvenir magazine that we've got on our website. All right. Well, that is going to about bring us to the end of our stories. And before we go, take a look and see if we have any comments. And well, Brian Sager was wondering if it's going to be in 2026 or worst case in 2027 that we see those annual passes for Epic. My bet is going to be sometime between the end of spring break and the end of the summer season. I'm giving myself like a 4-month window there. But I think it will be sometime in 2026. I hope it's sooner rather than later, because honestly, researching a book, it's very expensive to keep buying one-day tickets. I've spent
I know. I miss it.
more on tickets to Epic than any other single theme park in many years. So.
Yeah. I wonder, do you think they could do something like a weekday only pass for APs? Like, would that be a possibility, or does it really not even matter because it's kind of busy every day?
That would be interesting. What we have seen is that weekdays have been significantly busier for the last few months. The weekends have been dead, relatively speaking. Maybe they need to do a weekend only pass. I'm not sure. I would love, even if it was only an after 4 pass, maybe.
Right.
They have that for Epcot for locals. If nothing else, it would give me a chance to dine at Blue Dragon and Atlantic.
See, that's the thing. Like, obviously, I miss Monsters Unchained, and I wish I could like regularly go on that. But more so, it's the food and beverage, and really just the vibing. You could just not let me on.
I know. I've got friends who are doing the dueling guitars in the Oak and Star Tavern, and I'd love to just stop by and have a drink at the Plastered Owl. And
100%, because if I'm spending $200 for a single day ticket, I'm going the entire day.
Exactly.
I'm taking that seriously.
Exactly. Vince Lamb wanted to wish everyone a happy Black Cat Day. And Michael Bingham agrees with Carly that the Christmas parade is really good. Okay. He's also very excited for Chippendale Rescue Ranger Tailspin 104 Days of Summer Vacation. He's definitely that generation of of Disney afternoon kid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that will about bring us to the end of this week's show. Before we go, we want to again thank our sponsor, MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Also, please be sure to purchase your copy of our Epic Universe magazine at our website. And I want to remind everyone to please give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you happen to listen to us, and a like and subscribe here on YouTube. Also, please be sure to follow us at attractionsmagazine.com and search for Attractions Magazine on your favorite social media accounts. Carly, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
Yes, I am on Instagram at Adventures by Carly.
And I am at S. Kaburskian at The Unofficial Guides. You can pick up copies of my new 2026 guidebooks at theunofficialguides.com. And until next week, we hope you folks stay safe, try something new, but most importantly, have fun. And we will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.